Still that one, still that girl, still that chic, yeah. Still that boss making moves, getting rich, yeah. Crown on my head.
Hey y'all, what's good, what's good, what's good? I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves and all of that good stuff and whatever and what's not. This is your girl SweetTiff, and I have some messages for you guys for today. But first, as always, we're going to welcome Spirit in, and then we will get into your messages. Holy Spirit, of pure divine white light of the Most High God, I call you into this message. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the listener as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Ashe. Okay, y'all. Hey, what's good? So, listen. There's like something dealing with your energy as far as like maybe you guys have been like picking up on a lot of other people's energy lately. So obviously for many of you, I'm sure you already know, you could be an empath, or you could be someone who just works in the field of energy healing, energy work. It does not have to be, you're on YouTube, you do tarot, anything like that. It could even be like if you're like a masseuse or you deal in possibly even, because I'm getting like dealing with like family services and resources, like maybe like you're a social worker or something along the lines of that. A lot of people don't acknowledge the fact that there's a lot of heavy energy in that field, dealing with kids and making sure that they are provided for by their caregivers and whatnot, also if you do any type of therapeutic work, right, where obviously I already spoke to massage therapy, but just like, dealing with matters of the minds, psychologists, therapists, things like that, right? Some of you guys could even be like just some type of coach, you deal with a lot of different energies daily. You also could be it obviously it's going to be a number of different things for each of you, right? But if you resonate, because it could even be as simple as like you're a barber or a beautician, cosmetologist, whatever, and you deal with a lot of people and a lot of people kind of dump on you daily. Or, you're just always like this listening ear, you're always giving advice. And heck, you don't even have to have any of those accolades, titles, degrees, anything, right? Certificates, trades, whatever. You can just literally just naturally be this person. But there's something about like you had been picking up a lot of other people's energy, and it kind of was probably weighing you down. Maybe you guys haven't been doing as much grounding work. So definitely be sure to do your grounding work, right? Definitely get out in the sun. Get out in the sun. I cannot reiterate that enough. Touch some grass, trees, go do something in water. Get some salt, Himalayan sea salt. Put it in your hands. Wash in the water. Speak whatever you need to release, okay? Florida water, all that good stuff, okay? Epsom salt, foot baths, you name it. Do what you gotta do. Okay, but just make sure that you're grounded. But there's something about maybe you guys have already went through this and you've done these things, and now it's like there's like this renewedness. There's this restoration. You're being restored. Your energy's being restored. So you're feeling more vibrant. You're feeling more yourself, right? There even could just have been some spell work sent your way, and it may have possibly affected you slightly in some, a little bit of ways. So I'm feeling like one, it was either a circumstance where whoever sent this magic, spell work, whatever, they just weren't powerful enough, or they just didn't know what they were doing. They could be kitchen magic, or it was just simply that, like your angels, your protection team was swatting it out, swatting it out. Archangel Michael was like, that ain't it. Get it out of here, and so, even if it may have kind of a little pinch of something got you, it was probably super tiny. Like maybe you stubbed your toe, maybe you broke a nail, like really little silly stuff, but it still kind of irritates you, So it could just be things like that, and you could have been feeling that energy, but it's like that's now gone. It wasn't powerful enough to be long lasting. It wasn't powerful enough to really have strong effects, so significant that it would just completely derail you, you know? So yeah, there's something about that. And now you guys, your energy is being restored. Now you can start seeing more wins. Maybe if there were some type of blockages you were feeling, you're now going to start seeing like, oh, you know, I don't know what's going on with that, but now everything's flowing, you know, like, so if you had a business and maybe sales weren't coming in, well, guess what? You about to start hearing the bing, bing, bing on your phone. Bing, 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 sales coming in, right? Same for, like I said, I spoke to barbers and cosmetologists earlier, in this, when I was first speaking. Maybe you guys slowed up on clients, you know, maybe something was going on, or maybe you had an issue at your shop, you know, something went on with the plumbing, so you had to kind of cut back on your clients, or you had to relocate, and because you relocated temporarily, it kind of threw off, you know, your regulars. They're like, oh, you know, I love you, but I don't know if I want to travel all the way out there, so I'll just wait till you get everything situated and I'll come back. Just let me know when you're back in your, you know, suite or whatever, you know. And so now you're able to get back to where you were, and all your regular clients come in, whatever. It's going to be different for each person, okay? But yeah, so there's that. Some of you guys could be seeing improvement as well in your credit. So you guys could have been working on your credit, whether you purchased, you know, some type of credit building plan, or had someone do repair work, or you yourself did repair work, or even just you've been paying down your utilization on your credit cards, or whatever you've been doing. You're going to begin to see abundance from your actions, right? And this just applies all the way around as well. So whatever you've been investing in, whatever you've been putting your energy in, whatever you've been executing on, you're now going to start seeing it become more fruitful. And I'd say really, I can't tell you, sometimes you're gonna see this video, but let's just go with, because I'm getting 3 days. So within 3 days from the time that you watch this recording, you should be getting some type of good news, some type of, you know, flow of energy, flow of money, something along the lines of that. Or like I say, even just seeing your credit boost randomly, right? Yeah. There's also something about, some of you guys could have created you a plan quite a while ago, because I'm getting 5-year plan, but I'm feeling like it's like past energy. So you guys could have been working on your 5-year plan that you created quite a minute ago, and you're starting to actually see like, oh wow, like everything that I wrote down 5 years ago, like I've either already done it, or it's just now coming to fruition, or oh, okay, you know, there's 1 or 2 things I need to hone in on a little more this year so I can make sure I meet my goal. It's something like that. You guys could even be possibly creating a new 5-year plan. Like maybe you knocked out everything on your initial 5-year plan, and now you're like, yeah, time to start something new, you know. So shout out to those of you who have accomplished your goals. That's really exciting. Yeah, some of you guys could also be getting like some type of win that's like a legal win. So like whether someone like tried to file a suit on you, or whether there was a situation where you had to file suit, or there was a situation where there was some type of settlement that someone else filed the suit, but you ended up benefiting from it in some way, shape, or form. This also doesn't have to be actual like 3D, 4D. It doesn't have to be what we see with our eyes and feel with our hands and so on and so forth. This could even be like spiritual court. There could have been legal matters going on spiritually. There could have been someone who, you know, felt that they were there was some injustice against them as it pertains to you, and they could have tried to take it to, you know, God and source and spirit, and in their mind they were right, you know, and they prayed about it and they're like, no, God, because they did this to me and blah, blah, blah. So I'm justified for doing X, Y, Z to them because, they did this to me, And so there could have been where, spirit court had to look at everything, review everything, and it's coming back on your end where, no, the defendant was justified. The defendant actually did way less than what you claimed that they did. And for some reason, you seem to think that we don't acknowledge it nor see it. Maybe you're a little confused in your head. I don't know. There's something where someone tried to present something spiritually, and they're coming to realize they're they're a little off in their brain, or that no, spirit sees everything. Because see, the thing is, there's something about this person someone could be wanting to play victim because they feel like they didn't do certain things in the physical, whether it was actually speaking words towards you, which I feel like whoever this is, they did, but that's neither here nor there. They could have said things and then forgot about them later. Now, let's be real. We know people can do that, right? Because people can get drunk and be influenced by certain spirits, right? Don't they call liquor and things like that spirits? But anywho, and totally forgot to say even said certain things. And or just some people out of not knowing how to regulate their emotions when they're overly angry and upset and emotional. They can say things and completely forget that they said certain things. So I'm getting there's something kind of like that. But there's also something where spirit's like, no, this person was thinking really bad things, and they don't realize that spirit also can comprehend that. Spirit also reads that, feels that, holds that in the memory bank, right? Not to mention it's something about this person's heart being very heavy. So it's always going to be, when judgment comes into play, whether or not your heart is heavy or if it's lighter than a feather, right? So there's just something about that as it pertains to you and someone else who tried to throw you under the bus when it comes to source and spirit. There's something about this person knows that you're very protected. They know that you are very much connected to source, and they try to challenge that. So it's kind of interesting. Whoever this is, they could be very spiritually inclined as well. And maybe they thought they were right, and they're very interesting. But so you could possibly begin to see certain things go by the wayside as it pertains to this person. Just things could start going downhill, and it's the opposite for you. It's like basically the wheel, right? The wheel of fortune has shifted. Maybe at one point it was on the up for them, and it was on the down for you, and now it's going to be the reverse, right? So things are going to start happening for you in major ways. Some things could even seem very miraculous, but it's things that you've already, you've prayed about, you've manifested, you've put out into the universe, you've spoken to existence, things like that, and they'll now be coming to the forefront, and all of the negative things that this person has thought, spoken, and so on and so forth, and even in their actions, is going to now kind of start showing as well on their end. There's something also about someone was just really in competition with you for no reason. This person deals with their own personal insecurities, and they could have really been attacking you when all you were doing was being genuine with them. And that's really sad because I've personally dealt with that, and it hurts, especially if it's someone who you've, you're fond of, or you've dealt with, or family or whomever, right? It's not a good feeling. It hurts really bad. And so I kind of just picking up that energy. So if you're going through something right now where you resonate with that, definitely hit the like button down below. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how you resonate with that, because like I said, I personally can definitely listen. I feel you. For real. It's not a joke. It hurts. It's sad. So there could be something where you're having to release someone, or maybe something really chaotic or crazy happened where it was flat in your face. It was very clear that this is not your person. Okay. or this is not your friend, or this is not your true family. This is your blood, but not family, if I make sense, right? Like I say, if it resonates, it resonates. Also, let me throw out my disclaimers because I did not put those out there. If this message is yours, receive it to be so. If it does not flow, let it go. Bits and pieces of this message could apply to you, if not the full message. So be sure to take what's yours and just let the rest go by the wayside. You can also go check out some of the other videos on the channel, as those may have value to you as well, and you may resonate with them. Subscribe if you have not already, okay, so that you can get all the videos uploaded on your timeline as they are, so you can get all the videos on your timeline as they are uploaded onto YouTube, okay? Someone's name could be like Delvin, Delroy, even like Dale, D-A-L-E, or maybe it's spelled D-E-L-L, I don't know. Or these letters could be like in somebody's name. I'm even kind of getting like Elroy or Ellis or something like that. Okay, y'all know, and hey, it is what it is. There's something also about someone like, so going back to the person who's in competition with you. So like, it's a situation where this person actually depends a lot on others to maintain like a certain lifestyle, and yet they passed a lot of judgment on you, how you got your money, what you were doing to get your money, or like they could have even tried to say that you were scamming or something like that. But there's something about an energy of like someone was very much projecting. It was like, this is their circumstances, this is their life, and everything that they basically try to lie and say that you do, they were doing. Okay, it also doesn't even have to deal with that, like money, or how you, it could even be just like they were like hating on you, like, because I'm getting the energy of like someone knowing someone likes you, right? And this could be like whatever, their friend, their brother, they're just a mutual person or whatever, and they could have kind of mentioned to this person like, you know what, I really kind of like them, like they seem real cool, they lay back, like I probably could chill with them, I could probably see something, going a little further with this person. And whoever this was, they did not like hearing that. That ate every piece of their core up, because I feel like it's something about like this person already knows these things about you, that like you're this great person and all these things, but it's like they want so bad for you to not be all of those things, because they're not these things, and these are things that they aspire to be, but they put on this front that they are and they're not. Something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, so they dogged you out really bad to this person. They're like, no, they ain't nothing, they did this and they did that, and this is how they do this, and they're sleeping with these and this and that person, and you didn't know this about them, and like trying to drop all the tea and like make up lies, because there's something also about this person that does a lot of lying. This is one of those people that like, they just lie. They don't even have to have a reason. They could be one of the people like, you don't even have to prompt them to lie. You don't have to ask them any questions that forces them to lie. They literally like would just call you like, hey, did you know, blah, 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 just lying for no reason. Habitual liar. Terrible. When I tell y'all, that is an energy that I personally cannot stand at all. That irritates me in my spirit very badly. I do not like people that just lie just to lie. I mean, because I don't care for a liar at all. But for you to just be lying just to randomly lie, oh, that's a whole nother level of mental, unhealthy mental levels, okay? So yeah, there's also something significant about Roman numerals. Someone could have Roman numerals tattooed on them, or you could be getting Roman numeral tattoos, or there's just something significant about like Roman times. That could even be dealing with font. Maybe you're typing right now, you're typing in Roman times font. I have no clue. You're gonna know better than I do. There's also something about getting a review. Some of you guys could have businesses and you've been receiving like what is like, people are trying to rage bait you in your comments or in your, like, if you go live, they could be like trying to like rage bait you, say things to try to throw you off. They could be trying to say things to get you to like argue with them. Then also people could be leaving you bad reviews. Like if you have a website and like, you know, like people could even literally waste their money to purchase stuff from you, which I don't feel like they're wasting the money, but that's what came to me, because it's like they're not going to actually use it, which I feel like whoever this is, they should use it because it can be beneficial to them. But you can have someone who could be, they literally will go out of their way to purchase something from you just so they can leave a review and say really shitty things about your product or your service, just so they can try to put like a stain on your platform or on your business or whatever. It's like, so that's where the lie could be coming into play. Like someone could be lying about your service or whatever. Like they could not even use your service at all. They could just buy it just to, you know what I'm saying, be able to have access to leaving a review. Some of you guys, they don't even have to buy anything. Maybe you have something set up where you can just naturally leave reviews on your site or whatever, and you could be noticing that there'll be like some just really odd reviews. Y'all ignore, delete, block, whatever you got to do. Don't even engage, because it's really just more of an energy siphon type thing. Someone wants to be you really badly, or even if they don't want to be you, they just don't really like you. Some of you guys have a past life circumstance with this person, but in the past life, this person had the upper hand. Like they could have been, you know, some type of authority figure to you in some way, and they could have really mistreated you back then. But there's something about like now the roles are reversed. However, you're not within that stank energy. You're actually giving love and you know what I'm saying? Or just, like I say, not even dealing with this person. So yeah, I don't know, super interesting. There's also something about advertisements. Some of you guys could be like, maybe you're purchasing new ads. You're trying to market your business more, or that's something that you need to do or that would benefit you, because I don't really like using the word need, but it's something that you could be benefiting from, is putting more ads out, okay? But yeah, so I'm going to leave your messages there for right now. Definitely have more for you guys. So I will be back with another message for you guys very soon. I hope that this was helpful for you. Don't forget to do all that fun, clicky stuff down below, like hitting the like button, leaving a comment, sharing this with someone who also may resonate, and hitting subscribe. All right. Okay. I love you. See ya.
Still that one, still that girl, still that chic, yeah. Still that boss making moves, getting rich, yeah. Crown on my head, ain't nobody finna snatch it.